Welcome back to another episode of Skyblock Galactic over on skykade.net. Today we are going to be building some things. I want to start with the sugarcane farm, because I really don't want it here anymore. I want to move it over into that corner back there, behind this. So I'm going to do most of that off camera because you've already seen me build some of this and you know how it's done. Okay, so I have a kind of base part of it done. This is obviously where the sugarcane's going to go. I'm going to do it this time on both sides and add some water here flowing down that way. The eventual goal is to make this tiered. We'll have everything flow into one sort of drop of water that will go down into our eventual profit shop. So for the time being, it's just going to be maybe a bit longer than this, but not incredibly long. Not entirely sure yet if it's going to work with this, or if maybe this is too close together. I'm going to have to test that out and see if when they're pushed off, if they make it into the water and not just to the other side. Okay, so I guess all that's left to do is wait for this to grow and to see if it works or not. Now, the plan is to put observers once every 5 blocks or so. Eventually I'd very much like to make this quite long, maybe up to about here where our island is. Or actually not too far out. Over here I also want our cactus farm, which we will be building later. Oh, Nebby's going for a swim. So I'm sitting here waiting, and I realized that I could just use a lever. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, let's just go ahead and set a lever here. Alright, they go right in. Let me do this on the other side now. Okay. Well, it seems like we don't have a problem with them getting into the water. They're not flying over to the other side, which is good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and expand this then. Not too far, because I do want to make our cactus farm still over here. And for that, I was sort of thinking, about here-ish. Maybe one in. Oh, Nebby. And sort of making it this way. Maybe squaring it off a bit. Something like that. Probably bigger. Definitely probably a bit bigger. Okay, so the second thing I want to make is a cactus farm. I was thinking of doing that on this side over here, closer to this, but not too close. So this might actually be too close. Let me move it a bit in this direction. Let's just put it here. Okay, so let's see. Not entirely sure how far I want to go. I don't want it too close to this, I really don't. Perhaps all the way down here. Yeah, that might be enough. Let's just go ahead. Oh no. Okay, that's 15. I suppose that'll be the floor. Actually, for the floor, I'd really like some of this. I'm just gonna decorate the floor a little bit. Now this floor here is where the water is going to be. I'll leave links in the descriptions for relevant videos that I saw talking about cactus farms and cactus farm efficiency. Just some things that I found really interesting and useful. I think it's kind of funny because I kind of, on the last skyblock, I didn't get a whole lot done, but I did kind of fill out my sort of 100 by 100 area. And I remember lamenting how small I thought it was, and that I didn't have space for everything. And I didn't realize that, well, I knew you can go up to skyblock, but I didn't realize how far down you can actually build. If I had realized that, then I probably wouldn't have been as sour about it. We're gonna have to start a little off the ground because this layer here is where we're gonna have water. So let's go ahead and map out where these are gonna be. There. I should probably change where I have these lanterns at, huh? Yeah, I'll probably do that. Have them in the middle, otherwise they're not going to give out light at night. In a couple of these areas I am going to want to go ahead and add some lanterns. Even though they're going to be underwater. Alright, let's place the first couple. Okay. I wanted glass panes as well. I have plenty of glass somewhere. Here we go. Those are iron bars. Don't remember how to make this. That? Yep. Okay. Okay, so let's just kind of put these in. Oh, Nebby, you pushed me right in. Oh, right, one up. Please don't push me in, Nebby. Come on now. We're friends, aren't we? Aren't we, Nebby? Aren't we friends? I feel like he's very, I don't think he's decided if we're actually friends yet. So this is essentially how I want them all. And then down the bottom there will be water flowing into the center part, which I'll put a chest down there to collect. Eventually when we have plenty of floors, then they would just be one kind of sort of waterfall. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this level. Okay, I have all of those planted. Looks nice. That middle one we're gonna go ahead and get rid of. Add some water. This here needs to be one more out on all sides for the water to flow through. Okay, so I'm doing 4x4 sections so that the water flows correctly. These I will have to extend. 2 more out here. I'll have to cut this right here and do 2 here and this section here. So, although I like this layout, it's quite nice, isn't it? Yes, but water mechanics. You have to remember the way water works in Minecraft. Oh, let's get that cactus. Oh no, it disappeared. Bummer. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up. Okay, so here it is. Now I did 4x4 so that the water streams perfectly right into that center portion. So this is essentially a first layer. I made a schematic of this so that I can easily make more layers eventually. If we look under here, I basically have everything flowing in this water down into chests. And for the second one, there is no water, they just fall straight down. I tried putting water in there and it was going backwards, so this seemed to be the best way to do it. And over here I've also finished a row of the sugarcane farm. I've also made a schematic of this so I can go ahead and make more. I kind of like the way it turned out. It's not making nearly as much as that at the moment, but I guess that's easily remedied with more layers. I think in the end this one will be far more efficient than that one, since the sides are blocked off, nothing can accidentally fall off. The only thing I do miss about it is the glass. There is no glass on it right now, which is a bummer. I do like the way this looks. I'm thinking that other layers of this won't have any water going down here. Everything will just fall off. Okay. So I'm pleased with how these turned out. This one was actually quite a pain. I kept making mistakes. And with sand, it's very difficult if you make a mistake and have to move it around because breaking blocks, you know. You end up losing your sand as well. But I think it works out really well. Let's see. I was AFK here for a bit. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out really nicely, I think. So I did have some other ideas, especially with this. I don't really want it to stay looking like this. I mean, that's kind of boring, I think. And so I was thinking that maybe making a build around it. I am going to make this multiple levels. And I was thinking that I could make, I don't know, some kind of spaceship or something around it. Maybe a little taller, maybe looking kind of like a cargo ship, or I'm not sure. We don't have a whole lot of room on this side. Although I'm not opposed to maybe taking out one of these blocks, I guess you can call them, and maybe adding the front part here, or just building around it. I don't know. But I think it would look kind of cool. Of course, we can't have a spaceship that just goes all the way up in like some rectangle and all the way down. So I was kind of thinking of making multiple of them. Or make one look like a spaceship and the others, I don't know, crates or something, cargo. I think that could look really cool. Of course, that's not something I can do right now. I kind of want to make sure that I have these all working first, and then from there kind of working on how to make that look nice. As for the cactus farm, I think I'm pretty much just going to leave it the way it is. Mix up different tiers. Could easily add glass around the side of it. I think that would also look quite nice. I don't know. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions of what I could do with it, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. I don't think I'm going to do too many sort of aesthetic kind of builds at the moment. I'm still trying to just lay everything out as to how I want it. But I do eventually want to get these looking like they fit a little more. I do want everything to eventually look kind of cohesive. Not sure. So there might be some changes to things. I want to essentially keep other things the way they are. So I want to lay things out first and then sort of build on top of that and make it look nice. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know. I'd really appreciate it because I'm not exactly a Minecraft builder. It's a pretty difficult thing, and I'm always in awe of those who can build just amazing things. But I mean, it's something, you know, I want to try out. I think it'd be fun. I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there. We did get a lot done, and I'm very pleased with the results. So if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. Later!